This video is Group 1 final presentation for ITM class. So first, let's talk about our data preparation. In order to create a useful dashboard for FAB Corp, our group began by reorganizing the sales data given first. We also derived additional columns in an effort to better analyze relationships in the data. For example, here, customer certification scores were consolidated into a certification level column, like here. Values of high, medium, and low were used. Sales revenue, gross margin, and issues reported were all put in per unit measures so as to more accurately correlate customer complaint numbers with sales figures. We also break down data by city, country, manager, product, and quarter for serving a strong location for future retail stores, but it's only for our personal parts in the project. The next part is about our tablets. The dashboard that we developed for Fab Corp has four primary components. The four quadrants of the dashboard for Fab Corp will monitor the gross margin per product, manager performance in both gross margin and customer certification rating, the customer certification issues from their comments, and the sales revenue forecast per city. We believe that dashboard, which would allow Fab Corp Vice President Mark Johnson to monitor both the monetary success and the customer relations data to understand the company's success and values. So let's talk about the visualization. The first visualization we will talk about is at the top right part of the dashboard. It's a bar graph which compares the company's sales managers with respect to their average customer certification scores and their total gross margin. This graphic allows management to easily compare managers in terms of gross margin, and it communicates the lack of correlation between gross margin and customer certification. It also illustrates the consistency of customer certification scores across managers. From a customer service perspective, the visualization suggests that any problems of Fab Corp might be having are not the result of the underperforming managers. The next visualization we talk about is a tree map, which at the top left of our dashboard. It depicts how products and the product line vary with respect to average gross margin. This graphic gives users a look at Fab Corp's most lucrative profit center. At the left categories filters, you can see that they have the accessories, dresses, and shirts account for the large portion of Fab Corp's total gross margin. It should also give management an idea of how dependent the corporation is on the success of certain products or product lines. Products with particularly low average gross margin, such as leather pants and nightwear, might be targeted for discontinuation if sales were to drop. The third visualization on our dashboard is also a tree map, which is located at the bottom left side for customer comments, which can also filtered by managers. So you can see there is a filter here. The filter can change the managers and to see the comments by the customers. So we included this graphic because customer certification is the primary concern of Fab Corp. The tree map shows what the major customer issues are and which manager are most responsible for certain comments. This information could serve as a great tool if FabCoop were to investigate how certain managers avoid causing specific customer complaints. In the end, let's talk about our last visualization here. We included a line graph of sales revenue by quarter, which includes estimated value for 2016 and 2017. The revenue quadrants in the lower right of the dashboard uses a line to show the actual and predicted revenue for a particular product and cities. So you can see we can use the filter here to change the cities and check the how the city's revenues in the future time. Perhaps the best possible summary of FabCoop's performance, we can see that FabCoop revenues are trending upward despite any concern that management might have about customer service. The two drop-down lists allow Mr. Johnson to tailor the chart to an individual cities or an individual product or a combination of the two. The dashboard as a whole gives users area to improve while also confirming the health of FabCoop in the future time. So that's all of our presentation.